King KBA One Tech Traveler here, back again with another video in the Last Shelter universe. Just want to check in. It is now Doomsday Season 3 and we are entering the third week. And at the same time, we are also seeing a new refresh for the token shop. Finally, seasonal heroes are in here, so let's check them out. This applies to states in the 800s brackets. If you are in newer states, then it gives you a heads up into the kind of heroes you'll find for these seasonal refreshes and what that looks like. Let's go ahead and open that. So you can see we have them down here, and I kind of want to talk about the token shop refresh and how it's all set up before we dive into those S2 seasonal heroes. So make sure you scroll down, as you'll get different refresh cycles that offer heroes overlapping each other. So for the top, we can see we have the resource heroes, and new to that is the logistics officer and Shrike. They cost half the amount as the resource development heroes, costing you 600 to unlock, and they are more focused around gathering. So while most of their skills are pretty redundant, it's mainly going to be skill 5, which gives you that extra 20% payload. Of course, you also want to awaken them to increase the amount of T1 vehicles or whatever you want to gather with, so that you can maximize that payload buff. And then we have Shrike, which I think is probably the better of the two. She looks really cool, must say. And again, for the first 3 skills, they're pretty redundant. They don't do much damage, and they just provide some resistance while gathering. But honestly, it's not really worth it. However, it's always about skill 5, and this time it's gathering speed plus 10% and then 15% additional bonus resources after gathering. So I think Shrike is the better one to go for, and those 2 heroes I would recommend for your farms, not necessarily for your main, but this one will allow you to gather more from your farms and therefore get more back when you hit them. So now that we've put them out of the way, then yes, let's finally talk about the S2 heroes that have landed in our token shop. So you can see this is the first group, and the way that these time limited S2 heroes are now set up means that we just get the 2, which means that if I'm assuming right, we will get 3 of 2 heroes that will refresh over the season. And previously I saw in older states it would have been the Knight, the Executioner and Panther. It means that you're gonna have to be waiting longer to get the heroes you may want, because now it's just the Knight and the Executioner. We can see here they cost a total of 2,400, the same amount as any seasonal hero up until this point. And if you're not familiar, the Knight is a more combat focused fighter suited towards the back and can play in the mid depending on your setup. We'll definitely talk about these heroes in another video deep diving on the seasonals themselves, so stay tuned for that. But that's the Knight, and then we also have the shooter exclusive hero, the Executioner Eudora. You know that from my previous S2 pulls, I picked up Executioner in my Doomsday rewards, so I have been able to unlock her, and it gives a chance for you to fill out those additional tokens, and she costs the same amount. And you can see with an expiration countdown of 2 weeks, and once that finishes, then group 2 opens up right after. So we don't know what heroes are going to pop up in group 2. I'm going to make a video on that to show you what you can expect. Since Panther has been dropped from the initial token pool, then I would expect Panther would come into it. I'd be surprised if they put Panther and Captain Ivanov in the same grouping. And since we have a fighter and a shooter, I expect one or the other, Viscount or Inquisitor, to pair with Panther, and then the final one to be with Captain Ivanov. So we will see in 2 weeks time, and then you can see in between that we will get our training development heroes. Now the question is, should you drop your tokens on these heroes? I currently have 5.2k, and I was actually expecting Panther to come in. If you obviously have lots of tokens, these heroes are pretty good. However, if you are thinking about their staying power and further into the seasons, and also with the powerful season 3 heroes that we have available, and of course going forward S4 and SX, then you're probably better off holding your tokens. These heroes are pretty good. And if you have most of their skills unlocked and you can finally make them usable, you can go ahead. But considering how long it takes to make your hero tokens, which is just 60 per day, then I would recommend to hold your hero tokens and save them for future seasons. The Executioner she pairs well if you have Inquisitor, and if you have most of her skills unlocked, why not? You have some time to save up your hero tokens for later seasons. Same with the Knight, but I would definitely say there are much stronger heroes out there, especially in the shooter lineups in S4 onwards. So better to save your hero tokens and skip this group. We will see what comes up in the next grouping, and I'll let you know if any of those heroes are worth dropping. So thanks a lot for joining me in this quick video. Just wanted to give you an update on the new token shop refresh, the first seasonal heroes to drop in there. It was the Knight and Executioner. No longer do we get Panther in that 3 hero grouping, which means we are now getting 3 rotations within S2, and that is going to refresh for the duration of Doomsday Season 3 onwards. Let me know if you see these 2 heroes in your state or if you see anything different. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next Last Shelter video, but until then, keep being awesome. Peace.